Wait, what's your name?
My name is Kemin Topa.
From where?
From Liberia, West Africa.
Yeah.
And I was like happy to come outside in the North Africa, and I was happy to come in the developed world because I felt that maybe things could be better for me. And when I came, things still the same, and I found things more difficult than ever before. So I don't know, but at least thank God I'm still alive, and I appreciate for today to express myself to some peoples and other peoples in the European world to know what is going on in Africa. We are all one African. We need help. We need a better future, better things to go back home. We need education. We need a better facility. We just need help because we are human, and then we came outside to get a better future.
So, when you go to Europe, you want to apply for asylum?
What's the meaning of asylum?
Like if you can't go to your own country, you have a problem in your own country and you want help from the government.
When God bless me, when I get to Europe, maybe just to get a paper and to look for a job to do or to file my education.
Yeah, you want to get papers in Europe.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, asylum. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
If you're saying, I cannot go back to Liberia, I need to stay here, they give you papers.
Yeah.
So, how have the Moroccan police treated you when you've been here in Morocco? Do you have any stories about things that happen with the police here?
Yes, I have some stories. It was last 1 month ago when I was in the forest in a place they call Casiaco. It's a little town in Morocco, almost closer to Ceuta. When I went there, I was there in the forest for up to maybe like 2 months, trying to get my way out from Africa to Europe. But it was like hard, difficult. And sometimes in the forest, we live in the mountain, in the place that the animal live. That's where we were living because we were afraid of the police. But the police will still come there and drive us away, run behind us, sometimes put jet in the air, like chopper in the air, just to get our location where we're living in the forest because we're in the forest, deep in the forest, in the mountain.
The helicopter?
Yes. Sometimes they put it out just to locate us, sometimes run behind us. Most of my friends lose their lives, some of them break their hand, some of them die in the situation going on. But yeah, they were still alive, still giving God thanks, still praising God for better future.
Okay, so they were chasing you with a helicopter when you were in the forest, waiting to try and go into Ceuta over the fence.
Yes.
Did you ever try to go over the fence?
Yes, I tried 2 times, but I wasn't successful because of the police and the soldiers that were there. Sometimes they even hold bribe from us. We should put money together, maybe like 20 euros, 30 euros. If we 50 that went under attack to jump over the barbed wire, or maybe to put our boat on the sea to get there, because they have a lot of police on the sea and they have a lot of police where they have the barbed wire, which is the frontier. They have a lot of police there, so now we get there, we put money together, pay. At the end of the day, we get on the sea trying to get to Spain or trying to get our way out from Africa. So now we'll see the soldier again on the deep sea, take off from there, bring us back. So actually think it's just difficult for us with the African, more especially with the black.
So you said you were in the sea and the Moroccan police, Moroccan soldiers took you back.
Yes, back to Morocco, because it was like we almost on the deep sea between the European Sea and the African Sea, which is Moroccan Sea. And then they push us back, bring us back, take everything we can, take the boat, take everything that we have on us, maybe deport us back in the desert, maybe for 4 or 5 days. And then if you're in the desert, if you don't have money or you don't have somebody in Africa that you're able to cry to, maybe to send you some money, that you're able to come somewhere, you get it from Western Union or get it from anywhere, it's difficult. Maybe you're going to make up to 1 month or 2 months in the desert trying to come out.
So when you were in the sea, do you know, were you in Spanish waters?
Yes, because...
Did you cross the border in the sea?
Yes, across the border between the logistic between the border between Africa and Europe. I went as far getting to European, up to the European level, but we are bad lucky, and then we came back because of the police.
The Moroccan police came into the European water,
take her out, bring her back,
took you back to Morocco.
Yes, take all we have, take everything from us.
Yeah, so that's illegal for them to come into European water.
Yeah,
they are not allowed to go into European water. If you go into European water, it should be the Spanish police who come, and they should let you apply for asylum, let you apply for the paper.
Yeah.
So this is something illegal the Moroccan police have done, you're saying?
Yes, for sure. And if you ask, apart from me, if you ask other black people, they will tell you the same things, because that's what they do. They treat us like they're making business out of us. Because if each time, maybe if they deport maybe like 200 to 300 black people, or sheriff then send them to different places, maybe they're going to take your fingerprint. They take some documents, ask you for your full names. Maybe, they do all those things just to send it to the Spanish government or the Spanish Union. Maybe to send more money to secure the frontier, telling people that the black people, they are forcing things, doing things all of the way. But actually, we need your help. We need your help because we want to be a better man and get a better future. We need your help. Actually, we need a better help from anybody part of the world to help us at least to get our dream come true. We want to make our dream come true. That's why we left from home and we came this far.
So how many times have you been arrested in Morocco?
In Morocco, I've been arrested 2 times.
2 times?
Yes. And on the sea, I've been arrested, I think, like 3 or 4 times, because I tried the first time by going through the frontier. Because when I first came to Morocco, I came along with my Liberian document, but I felt that I could maybe somehow brave the police, the Moroccan soldiers that were at the boundary between Ceuta and Morocco. When I get there, it was like, oh, it's black man coming, black man is coming, black man is coming. Everybody just care. People just looking around, who is coming? Wow, I saw some police running, maybe like 4, 5, 6 police running, coming. When I saw the move of this police, I said I got afraid. I turned around, I went back to where I came from. It was the first time I ever made an attempt to try my way out. The second time, we were like 20 boys, maybe like 5 Liberians, because I'm a Liberian. I'm from Liberia. I'm a Liberian guy. I'm from Liberia. We were like 5 Liberians with some Cameroonians and Nigerians. We were together doing this, carry on this mission to be successful in life. But things were like difficult for us because the Moroccan people just hate the black people. And when I came back to Tangiers, because right now I'm living in Tangiers. I'm living in Tangiers right now, hustling in Tangiers. I'm just doing a part-time hustling because I don't have work. When I see some European people that maybe like me come around because I speak English, maybe discuss, make new friends, take contact, exchange number, maybe 1 or 2 days, call me, okay man, how are you? I'm fine. Maybe someone that help me come around, okay man, oh you can take this, do this for yourself, oh you can take this. That's how we living. For me, that's how I'm living. I'm living on the European also, because I try to get into Europe at least to get a work to do, but no way.
So they won't let you get a normal job in Morocco? You have to just hustle?
Yes, to get a normal job in Morocco is very, very difficult for we the blacks.
Yeah. So when you said you've been arrested like 3 or 4 times in the sea and twice on the land. And so, what happens when you get arrested? What's the procedure? Did they say you have to go back to Liberia? Did they try to put you on a plane back to Liberia, or what did they do?
Yes, they got a program here. If you want to go back home, you get on the plane and go back home. But for me, getting on the plane to go back home, it's not me anything. But my dream, I want my dream come true. That's why I left home to come outside.
But they let you go back to Liberia?
Actually, maybe because some of my friends that I knew that we started this journey together, some of them went back home by an organization they call ION from Rabat. Some of them went back home. But for me, to go back home is not a problem because right now, to my home I'm from Liberia, my mommy and daddy, they don't have it. They don't have anything at all to say they were able to help me, although they can help me, but right now I'm in the stage. I'm 24 years of age. I was born January 18, 1991. So I need to make it on my own, and I want to be successful by the grace of God.
So what happens when you get arrested in Morocco? What happened?
For the first time when I got arrested, I was deported into the deck cell up to 2 or 3 days.
But you were deported, but not back to Liberia. They didn't deport you to Liberia. Where did they take you?
They take me to another country, between another country they call... it's another place, almost reaching to Banjul. I think close to Banjul. Okay, Dakar. They got a place called Dakar. It's a land, but it's a desert land. That's where most of the time they depose with the black people. Carry out there, just show in the desert there. We have food, no water. From there, we start making another life again to come out. It's not easy. So, want the European Union to help with the blacks. If the European Union want to help with this black, at least they need to send people in Africa. At least take people particular, maybe your name, where you living. At least if you want to help people like that, it will be okay. But not sending money or sending maybe clothes, sending food to the Moroccan government. We don't get it. All the things they help us with, we don't get it because the people in Morocco actually they don't love us, they don't like us, they don't love us, they don't like us. They just want all the time we should be begging them for 1 dirhams, maybe. So now we go with big them, they will insult us, spit at us, do a lot of things to us because maybe we are black people. But for me, I'm happy because I'm still alive, and I'll keep saying it because human being is not the one who have my destiny. My destiny is with God, and by the grace of God, in Jesus' name, I will make it, and I will make it to go back home to my mom and dad, for them to know that they have a son that went out there, at least that brought pride back home to the family, at least can put the family back on a track that at least our family will be recognized among another family. That's all we're looking for. For me, that's what I'm looking for, to get back home.
Okay, but I'm asking you about when you got arrested in Morocco. How did the Moroccan police treat you? Did they give you... How many days did they put you in the police station?
Yeah, sometimes some people when they get arrested, they treat them, sometimes keep them in jail for 1 or 2, 3 days. We have food. Sometimes if you have your money, your wallet, sometimes they take it from you just because they want to behave wicked on you because you are immigrant. The Moroccan police, the Moroccan soldiers, and the Moroccan, they are safe, other than they are wicked. Right now, I'm living in Tangiers. If I'm walking on the street, I will get a lot of insult. I will get a lot of disappointment. Most of the time come on my way, but I leave it aside because I believe in God, and I know it's God who get my destiny.
So, you said that sometimes in the police station they leave you 2 or 3 days without food.
Yes.
What about, Did they ever use violence on you, the police?
Yes, sometimes they beat us because maybe if you want to take me to the police station, because I already know if I go into the police station without me committing a crime, maybe you just want to go detain me for maybe 2-3 days. For me, I won't. Sometimes I won't take that. Maybe I'll like to run from the cop because I'm afraid of them. Because if they take me there, I know the kind of pain I always feel. And so if I see them most of the time, I run away from them because I've been there 1 or 2 days. I slept without food. Maybe the owner can speak to you. Okay, maybe we'll leave here this afternoon or tomorrow morning. And at the end of the day, we'll just be there praying to God because we don't have nobody that can talk for us.
So you said so they've taken you in prison and they've deported you to Dakar.
Yes.
In Senegal.
Yes.
They took you to Senegal?
Yes. I've been to Senegal because of the Moroccan police. I was deported in the desert. And then from the desert to Senegal, it just maybe like 2-3 hours walking. So I gotta walk to Senegal, at least hustle again to come back.
Okay, why did they take you to Senegal?
Because we were on our way to Spain, and then when they catch us over the sea, the people that are over the sea, they decided to deport them, and we were like 15 in number, but we were on the boat, we were 15 on the other boat. I don't know, but we were total that got deported to the desert. We were like, I think 35, yes, we were like 35 that got deported to the desert. So then when we met some people already in the desert, now they deported some of them. They don't even have clothes to wear. Just imagine you live in the desert, you don't have a clothes to wear. It's very wrong. So we need your help. We need our help, not giving it to the Moroccan government, but we need your help that they're able to come down to Africa, at least call each black people, oh, what you want to do in life. Maybe for me, if you ask me what I want to do in life, for now in Morocco, if you can just help me to maybe complete my education, I'm happy, I'm okay, because at least if I get educated better, I don't think of going to Spain again, maybe just to go back to Africa,
so
to Liberia.
You're saying you want the European Union to stop giving money to Moroccan government?
Yes.
And just to give it to the African people?
Yes. Come down to Africa, not to send it or African, because with the Africans, some of us, if you decide to say, okay, y'all take this, you share among yourself, at the end of the day, some of us with the African, some people get bad mind. Some people, we are African, we don't love each other, but who know themselves they love their friends, because.
So what do you think the Moroccan government is doing with the money that the European Union gives them?
For me, the few things that I know that I hear from other friends, that maybe if they give this money, they can use this money on themselves, maybe benefit themselves, give it to their families, do a lot of things with the money, but we don't get this money the European Union sent to Moroccan people. We don't get it. Since I come in Morocco, all the money they've been sending of all the things they've been sending of all what we've been hearing for me. One day I haven't seen it, but I only hear from other people, and I read on the internet so money the European Union sent for the immigrant most of the time.
So you think the Moroccan police are just keeping the money from the European Union for themselves and giving it to their own families, and they're not using it to help black immigrants or to give you food or anything? If you are in prison without food for 3 days, that's not consistent with human rights.
Yes.
And if they took you to Senegal when you're from Liberia, then that doesn't make sense. So you said at the same time they caught you in the sea. You were already in European water.
Yeah.
And they took you to Senegal.
To Senegal, yeah. They took me to the desert Because from the desert of Senegal, it's just like maybe 2-3 hour walk. You get to the border from there, and then you get into Senegal. So that's the procedure I followed. Because after I got deported, I went down to Senegal to start another little work to do, a part-time work to do, to get money to come back out to Morocco. Because Morocco and Senegal is it's not just in Morocco, it's a little bit alright with all the difficulties we're going through, but we can call the things that are least from Morocco to Europe is not far. So it's the chance now we're picking to see if one day God can bless us to get there, or God can bless us, we get money from here and get back home.
So they took you to the desert near the border of Senegal?
Yeah.
What, in Mauritania?
Yeah, in Mauritania.
They put you in Mauritania?
Yeah.
And then you walked from Mauritania to Senegal?
Yeah.
And then you came back to Morocco?
Back to Morocco.
And then what happened after that?
Since I came after the deportation, when I came, I just decided to just sit and wait for the time God will give us to leave this country. So it's now waiting for the time. Because I tried the first time, the second time, the third time, and then no result, no good result. Everything is like going this kind of way. So I just decided to sit and wait for the time from God.
Okay, do you have any messages for the European people?
Yes, I have a message. My message to the European people that for we the blacks and we the African, we need your help. We need your help that they're able to help us not to deport or go back, because some of our parents, they don't have it. So if you take all, you send us back,